Connected Vehicle is this initiative by USDOT where vehicles will be able to communicate with other vehicles and with the infrastructure. And for example, some of the smart city application is how to make you, instead of taking your car, is you walk for 10 minutes, then you will take a bus, and then you take a train, and then you reach your destination much faster than had you drive. So the first step was to build a relationship with these communities, and then we start a couple of roundtable discussions with them. We had 32 participants in Boise and about 22 in Moscow here. So we looked at the tribal communities, low income with no car ownership groups. We also looked at the older population.
The fact that I work as a mediator between the stakeholders and the communities involved in this project was what really captured my attention. Showing the opportunities that Smart City could offer and understanding the challenges and the barriers faced by them, and then trying to address that.
One quick lesson that we learned from this project is that these groups are completely different. This is one of the very important messages that we learned from this project, is that there are groups there, especially younger kids, who are subjected to some psychological and mental disability and limitation that we in smart mobility and smart city environment, we need to incorporate them. The main objective of this research is to take their message, to take what they perceive and disseminate it in a wider scale.
I would say that's the hardest part, because I had to think a lot about how to convey this in such a concise way.
There is one success as part of this outreach effort is within a tribal community where we communicated to the policymakers that walking to school is one of their concerns, that they feel that the sidewalks in their community is not safe enough, especially during winter situations. And there was a project that was approved for funding to invest in upgrading the walkways to the schools at this community.
If we manage to get the message across to the right stakeholders, I see potential for policy shifts and reallocation of resources that could serve challenges that these communities already identified, and that could help with making transportation more equitable in the region in general.
The equity part is an important part that we need always to consider. How we make sure that the transportation services that's currently, or we will offer in the future, provide each and every citizen with an equal level of mobility to access the job opportunities, to access the social activities. And I think these elements of transportation planning is maybe the weakest element in our transportation system, where we all need to work towards a unified vision into making our transportation services as equitable as possible for all communities.